Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Savvy Cast. This is Jamie, and I'm so happy you're joining today, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast. Okay, I'm thrilled about today's episode, and those of you who love beautiful things and you also love practical but beautiful ways to display things in your home and make your home more lovely, you are going to love this episode. And you're going to love my guest, Melissa Dulaney. She's joining me from Charleston. She is the founder of one of my favorite businesses, Southern Tribute. Melissa, thank you for joining me today on the Savvy Cast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Melissa, you and I have never met in person, but I feel like you're an old and dear friend, and we'll get into how we met and what you do and your beautiful line. But I always start every episode with an icebreaker question, and that is, what would you choose as your last meal? Now, you're in one of the foodie capitals of the United States, so I'm interested to see what you say on this one.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but my favorite food is honestly lasagna. So I probably that would be my last one.
Oh, do you have a favorite recipe?
No.
Just love it.
I just any kind.
Well, I love it. I love it too. That's a good way to go out, with a good Italian lasagna. So
I got a lot more to do, so I'm not ready to go out yet.
Me too. Me too. Oh, goodness. Well, Melissa, I just want to let everyone know how you and I sort of connected. You have, and I said founder, CEO. How would you just explain your role in Southern Tribute and what Southern Tribute is? And then we'll get into all the details.
So this coming January will be our 3-year anniversary. And I guess I am the owner and the designer of all Southern Tribute. It happened during COVID. I was fortunate enough to get furloughed, and while sitting there with absolutely nothing to do, wondering what was going to happen with the world, because it was just so crazy. Mm-hmm. My son was home from college. We decided to get a puppy. I mean, it was mass chaos, as you know, with Tucker. And so I'm an artist, and I just started dragging out all of my stuff. I mean, little by little, and I just started creating, and it was therapeutic, and it was, it helped me pass my days. It was just very healthy way to get through the pandemic, I suppose. And I just started coming up with ideas, and before I knew it, I had a tiny little line, a small little brand, and I thought, well, now's the time, to jump. It is, I don't want to go back to work where I was. It was not a healthy environment. And I was like, this is what I want to do. So I jumped, and I went to market in Atlanta in the temps during COVID. No one was there. I mean, no one. And I sold $20,000 worth of the stuff that I created during COVID. And I could not believe it. I was like, they like my stuff. I thought it was cool and pretty. And that was 3 years ago this January.
Wow. Okay. So explain market just a little bit and how that worked.
So this was at Atlanta market. So it was temporaries, is where, let's say, new and up and coming brands or brands that have been there for a while. It's where all the stores go or designers go to go and buy their goods for their stores.
Okay.
And they go twice a year. Depending on, they can go to Dallas twice a year, New York twice a year, Atlanta twice a year, to purchase and to find new brands. And usually the temps the temporary booths, not the permanent showrooms,
Mhm.
there's like 5 or 6 floors of these. There's
Right.
only one floor. So not many brands were there. People were scared, and people didn't want to really come. So we had one floor of just, this small little area. And it was crazy.
So you showed up and
I
you
did.
showed out basically.
I
People
did.
saw.
I was next to these huge concrete pots that you would get like at a Home Depot on steroids. And then on the other side of me were these like really not attractive snow globes. I mean, it was
Wow.
not a curated area. It was crazy. But I did it, and I met some great new stores, people that are still with me to this day. So it was fun.
For those who are listening, I encourage you to go to the show notes. All of this will be on the notes, links to all of these beautiful products. If you're on YouTube, I am going to hold up a few things, but Melissa, you preface this by saying that you are an artist. Did you have formal training? Did you go have a degree, or because this is highly curated artistic skill here? But what is your background in
My
art?
background. My background is when I graduated from high school, I wanted to go to SCAD, art school in
Oh,
Savannah.
SCAD in Savannah. Mm-hmm.
And my parents said, that's not, we're not paying for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the direction
Mm-hmm.
that you can't make any money being an artist. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So they said no way. So I said okay. And we might just trying to decide if they should go to college or not. You should definitely go to college. But I decided not to. I didn't. I'm not a schooling person anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I took every art class since I was tiny that you can imagine. But I'm more like Lady MacGyver. You know that show MacGyver where he can make a bomb out of bubble gum?
Mm-hmm.
People can, that kind of person that can figure out, they can look at something and say, I can figure that out. I can make it. I can add upon it and make it even better.
Mm-hmm.
That's so that's how I have done all of this. But no
Well,
formal training. No, all self-taught.
everyone, please go look at Southern Tribute. Okay, Southern Tribute Gifts.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then Southern Tribute on Instagram. I will say, and I have a lot of favorites. I'm very particular and I've got a lot of opinions, but I'm going to say without exception, these are some of the most beautiful pieces for your home that I have ever seen. I'm telling you, those of you who really want a unique gift or something unique and beautiful for your home that also serves a function, you're not going to find it. I mean, I've not seen anything like it. Melissa, I want you to jump in because the materials are just exquisite. And if you are like I am, if you like to keep your backdrop more neutral, whites and off whites for your backdrop, and then accent with golds and acrylics and things such as this, you're going to love this. But I'm holding up one of your tissue boxes, and this is new. We had small group last night. People were asking, where did you get this? What is that? This is gorgeous. And it's like a piece of jewelry for the home, but it serves a function because a tissue box, not that somebody's always going to be crying, but sometimes at small group that does happen, but just tissue. And I'm going to tell you, I use this in my water closet I figured out how to put a roll of toilet paper sideways in here and
You did it?
my dog from which if you follow me at all, that's his thing. If he's never met a roll of toilet paper he didn't like, so he gets it. Now I can put it in this. But is this material, is this I know you call it pearl.
Right. So it is, it's an acrylic. It is mother of pearl acrylic. So all the stuff that you have is all pearl.
I also have the tortoise, and
Okay.
I want the blue. I mean, I want just everything in your store. This is the tortoise.
It's made to look like tortoise. It's made to look like mother of pearl. So it's not really mother of pearl. It's just acrylic.
It is acrylic, but I was telling you before we started this that one of my best friends is also an artist, and she's doing a lot with acrylic because it flies off the shelves. People love acrylic, and acrylic pieces like this and what she's doing, and you can't just go to Home Goods and get something like that. These are high-end pieces of art. So acrylic is a very sought after material in the artistic world right now.
It's a very expensive material.
Yes, very expensive. And I just want to say, first of all, before we dive into all of the specifics, this tissue box, I chose the mother of pearl, but I could have chosen this same box in the tortoise. Or what do you call the blue? There's a blue option.
It's a lapis blue, which
lapis
is
blue.
This color. I don't know if it shows.
Okay, that. Oh my goodness, it's just exquisite, beautiful. So if you go to Southern Tribute and you say, I want a tissue box or I want a napkin box, which we have, Zane and I have some other ways that we use some of these, but you can choose between those three materials to fit into your aesthetic. And then in addition to choosing which of those materials or looks that the acrylic is, you can choose do you call this an emblem or
an icon?
An icon, yes. How many you have to scroll to more than one page. You've got a lot of gorgeous icons. So they're like gold. They're all gold, correct?
They are.
They look like hand formed.
They are all, I hand make all of those. I design them all. And then I hand make all the molds and prepare each of those. So we have between the custom ones that I've done for corporate gifts or stores or people, we have had over 100 different ones probably. So anything from a cowboy boot to a hydrangea, a cross is new. Everything's in there.
The levels of customization almost ensure that whatever you have is going to be unlike anyone else's. They might choose a tissue box that's also made out of the mother of pearl, but their emblem might be different.
Right. So this is one that I have in my office, which is where I am. This is the tortoise, right? Tissue box. And that is the tobacco leaf.
Oh, I love that.
Like the Mataheta. So this is the one that I keep in here.
This is do you call this a napkin? You can put large napkins, or
it comes with some guest towels. It comes like with these.
Yes, I've got them right here.
Right. It comes with these. When I was showing this, and I've got a showroom in Atlanta, when I was showing them in a showroom, a designer came in and she was like, I'm going to buy these for all like my top 20 clients and use them as remote control hiders. And I was like, Pat is genius.
Oh, look what's in here. This is exactly what we use this for.
Because who wants to really see them? And then you always know where they are.
That's right. See this. Okay. So everyone who can see, this is we call it our remote control box, but it fits the large guest towel. So you can put it in your bathroom for people.
Correct.
For the beautiful towels. But this is the tortoise. And this is the like double dragon. And the other day I brought it from upstairs. This is in the media room where Zane watches football. We have everybody. And I had brought it up here and he didn't know where it was. He said, where's that pretty brown box with all the remotes? And I was doing something and I said, I'll get it. He says, no, where is it? I need it, because that's where the remotes are. And it was last Saturday. There was a game. So anyway, this is very important because it houses our remotes, but it's beautiful. And I will say up here, we have one because I've got one for this TV up here. Look at this. This is mother of pearl with the blue
sea urchin.
Sea urchin. Okay, that is gorgeous. And they're the remotes. You could put anything. This is, a beautiful box with a sliding lid and a gorgeous insignia. You could use it for so many things. Makeup. I mean, what are some of the other things that you've heard people use them for?
We have sold a lot of those for groomsmen's gifts with the more masculine icons. We've got like the antlers, or we have a lab, we have a pointer, we've got a pheasant, and those are more of the masculine icons. So those have been great and those boxes are kind of like a catch-all. You can throw your watch, your cufflinks, your collar stays. I mean, that stuff goes everywhere.
Right, right.
So those are some other. I had your tissue box. People have been buying those and putting orchids in them. So you take off the top and then you drop in your orchid pot.
I love that.
I know.
You know what I would also put in this? I would put magnolia leaves. And I also want to show, and then I'm going to move to one of my favorite things in your line. This is the match stripe box. And I love this. Of course, I chose the pearl. This is the pheasant. This is just beautiful. The gold, the insignia alone is just like art. And then the acrylic base is just so lovely. And then the matches. So this is something that I keep this next to the fireplace. But a lot of people want a Matchbox in their powder bath or their guest bath. This is just exquisite. This right here, the tissue box, which is new. This to me, because you can do so much with it. I even thought about, because I use disposable gloves, I probably go through about 20 to 30 a day cooking, put them on, mix things, take them off. This is so beautiful, and you can take the top off. And I thought about putting gloves in there and just pulling them out as needed. It's just a beautiful statement piece that you can put things in that you reach for often. Here's another box that I do. I like to use these, and it's included, these beautiful guest towels, which they're just beautiful disposable. I just put them out where people can dry their hands and throw it away. But look how beautiful this is if you use your guest towels with the box, because you can see through them. They're just beautiful. And you also have the smaller size for like the beverage size napkins.
Yes, it's cocktail, and it comes with the napkins as well.
How are these made? Do you have a facility? Because these are just so good. Who makes these and how?
I have a manufacturer overseas.
Okay.
And they all get shipped after I've designed them and given them all the specs and picked out our colors. Then they come over on the slow boat.
Wow. So what's the production time?
It takes about 6 months to go through the process of finding the materials, because I try and choose materials that no one else has. I want to be that different. Finding the materials, making sure, that everything is correct and it's all squared away. It takes about 5 to 6 months from start to finish to get a new collection. So we've got 3 new colors coming out for January, and trays, big trays.
Oh,
Scalloped. You'll get one. Don't worry. I've already picked out your.
Oh my goodness. Now, you know what? It's another thing that what you're doing is you're making things that everyone can use or needs, especially if you entertain, and you're making them beautiful and unique. And anyone who follows me knows that I love a beautiful table. And I believe that there is nothing that can adorn a beautiful place setting more than what's on the very top. If you put your napkin on the top, it's a napkin ring. And your napkin rings are like jewelry. They're jewelry for the table. They are gorgeous. And I'm going to hold it up, and you cannot tell by just going to the website. These are so exquisite. You just have to see one. And I'm going to try to hold it up. They're just exquisite.
That right there is our #1 selling design.
The magnolia, and of course I love the magnolia because I'm from the South, but it's exquisite. The acrylic is just so clean and beautiful, and the lines very linear. And then you've got the insignia covers almost the entire top of the napkin ring. So on the table, it's just stunning. So I've had these, I think, over a year, and I just got these, and they are precious. They are. I'm going to hold up. I keep them in my they're sent in the most beautiful box. I keep all the boxes. I keep all of the sleeves, but y'all, these are pumpkins. Look at these. And pumpkins they're my fall decor. You can pull those out in the fall and use them right up until Christmas, because pumpkins, I mean, I just think they're just fall. So look at that. So beautiful. And you hand made the mold for this. Okay. Can you give us an idea of what else might be coming out as far as other emblems, insignias?
I'm not sure about any of the other designs for the icons. I just had a big round of, and I might just include these. They were custom, but they were not just for that one store. But out west, I did a buffalo, like an American buffalo. I did some skis, a mountain range. So I might just include those in, because I don't have anything like that in the collection. But I might just get a wild hair one night and want to make something. So it's always I mean, I can make something over a weekend. So it just,
Well,
you just never know what's going to happen. But the
right.
colors are going to be neutral colors that are coming. So, think black, think gray, and then malachite. Think like emerald green malachite colors. But that's about it. I won't tell you kind of
Okay.
what, if it's a pearl or if it's a marble, but it's beautiful.
Okay. And Melissa, I did not grab mine because I was hurrying to get down here, but you've got beautiful, beautiful napkins, and I love mine. Would you show? Okay. Gorgeous. That is, you call that the pink leopard?
This is hot pink, and this was the newest one that we just did. So it's the hot pink, and they have all this really pretty little scallop, kind of feminine trim, but with a fun. And then
I have that in blue. I have the blue leopard.
And then this is the hot pink tiger.
Love that. I love that.
And then here's an example of a cowboy boot.
That's gorgeous. And that is the green leopard.
This is the green, and they all have this pretty little trim.
And the leopard, all the leopard had, regardless of what color, has that light gold accent in the fabric. So it blends in beautifully.
Oh, and there's your pumpkin. And then this has got the big ruffles.
Oh, that is so beautiful. You would never find that anywhere. That's just so beautiful. Okay. Well, you have got something very, very special for Family Savvy followers, listeners, viewers. And I just want everyone to know this is a great opportunity, because these are very high end to produce. They're very high end in their look, even though they're practical, and they cost a lot to make, but they really don't ever go on sale. But you, for Family Savvy, are giving the most generous discount of 20%. And guys, that just doesn't happen. That doesn't happen in retail. I mean, it's exceptional. So I want to thank you for that. First of all, can you tell everyone, first of all, people all over who are thinking, where can I get this? Basically, they're going to want to go to the website. There might be a store somewhere near certain people in certain cities, but the easiest way to get a Southern Tribute gift or several gifts is to go to southerntribute.gifts.com.
That's correct. And I mean, they're going to get exactly the motif that they, the icon that they want on the color.
Right.
So for sure.
And, okay. So in the stores, they would just get whatever the store had curated. But if you want the customized pieces. Okay. So they put in the code SAVVY20, and it's not case sensitive. So it doesn't matter the capitals or the low, and they will get 20% off. And what is the time frame for ordering and receiving something in time for Christmas?
Right now, we're maybe 10 days out, like
Oh,
shipping.
okay. Okay.
So it's all, like I said, all of the icons are all manufactured by hand. And so some stuff we have in back stock that are the more popular items, like your magnolia napkin rings, and they'll ship the next day.
I'm just going to also say, and I wish I had it in front of me, your boxes are so beautiful that you won't throw these boxes away. I promise. You could literally get a beautiful ribbon and just tie it around the box and put a gift tag. And it's just, it does have Southern Tribute, just beautiful script. But here, I'm just going to end by giving my recommendations as far as what I would get if you just had to get something for yourself. If you wanted to get your first piece, my recommendation would be the tissue box, because this is something everyone can use. Tissue, or you can put a roll of toilet tissue or anything you want, and this will dress up any space, whether it's your powder bath or your den. This, or you may be more inclined, I think these are probably neck and neck. If you're big on a remote control, this box, and it on your website, it will be called the
Guest towel box.
Guest towel box. This would be something for remotes or anything that you want to be put in an area where it's pretty, but you don't want to lay it, like remotes. You don't want, look how they're not what you want out, but you can put remotes or anything, and look how beautiful. So I would say the guest towel box or the tissue box, and you get to totally design your own. Now, if you are an entertainer, if you love to make beautiful tables, I would say the napkin rings are unbelievable. And I would just figure up how many you have, 8 to 12 seating. I mean, I'm always going to pull these out, no matter whether how casual or nice my table is. I use these all the time. They're just beautiful. You just have so many beautiful things, Melissa.
You're sweet.
You're
sweet.
Savvy 20. And y'all also follow Southern Tribute on Instagram. I get so many great ideas off of your Instagram for how to make a beautiful table. So your Instagram is great. So I will put all of the links in the show notes, and y'all shop for Christmas, shop for yourself, because you'll never see this duplicated in anyone else's home. I can promise.
Thank you.
Melissa, thank you. And you can come back anytime. And I just think you're amazing. And I think Southern Tribute's it's just amazing.
Well, I think you're amazing, and you're precious. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Melissa. You have a wonderful day. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Savvy Cast. If you'll take the time to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes, that would mean so much. As always, thank you for listening, and have a blessed day.